supportive of what I do as a writer, and so I keep trying, keep coming back with more. And this one just happened to be one that was done. You know, it wasn't part of a web series. It wasn't part of a movie. It wasn't too long. It was something that was self-contained, and we could shoot it, and it seemed pretty simple. So we just kind of are moving ahead with this as just the first vehicle of what to accomplish. But there's
well,
other
I know you can't
web series.
Yeah. I was going to say, I know you can't talk a lot about what the speech is about, but can you tell the listeners just a little bit about it?
I mean, a lot of it is, it's called the speech. So, I mean, I kind of went into it I got kind of back to my theater roots and wanting to write from a place of, it's almost like a one-act play. And it's almost like a big, it's almost, there is dialogue in it, but it's largely this long speech. And it's about somebody who has sort of been repressed, finally saying everything and opening up in ways he never has before. And it causes very awkward moments, very funny moments, very emotional moments, just everything that is life. And the idea of it going into a feature called, if it became a feature called Inside of You, and it's really about people who are reaching midlife, quote unquote, which doesn't really feel that way anymore because it feels like 40's the new 20 or something. But
right.
but it feels like you definitely, if a lot of people go through this moment where they either choose to continue living the way they're living, or start to change and start to open up and start to say things that they never said before. And in this case, with this character, he definitely is somebody who has held a lot back over the years, and he's letting it all out. And what that contains is the stuff that I can't really talk about, except it takes place around the wedding, and there's a wedding, someone's in a wedding dress and someone's in a tux, and there's just things being said that just haven't been said before. So it's about revealing, it's about opening up, it's about taking a risk to be who you are, to finally say the complete truth, and all those things. And that's basically kind of what the feature would be about, if it gets to that point, is an ensemble comedy drama, romantic comedy drama, just about people in their late 30s or 40s that are coming to this point where they're ready to change things, and they're ready to maybe do things differently than they did before. But in today's climate and today's economy, how that can maybe be, how that's affected by that, and how it's difficult sometimes to start over when just, if you have nothing and everything just costs too much.
Right, right.
Sometimes it's like, I have this great idea, but how am I going to do that? So unfortunately, with me, personally, what's happened is, I just finally decided I had a couple people that maybe were talking about financing, but I found that usually when I count on that stuff, they didn't really mean it as much as they thought they did. So I was finally like, I'll try that. I'll do the Kickstarter thing. And I did. I put it at $2,000 I wanted to raise. And I thought I was going to be spending the next 30 days begging people.
And you did
try to make $2,000. And so we ended up making the $2,000, the goal, in about 36 hours.
Right.
But that being said, I still have 26 days left, and probably I put the $2,000 goal in there because I didn't think I was going to get any more than that. If I thought it was going to work out as well as it did, I would have put more. And then the hard part now is what I need to do is I'm probably going to make another video, and I need to communicate it now, talking to you guys and whoever else is listening, that chances are there's things being, stressed because the phone rings and then someone talking to someone, and I realized that something's going to cost more than I thought it was, and when they told me we could do it for $2,000, maybe that wasn't 100% true. I can get it done, and I will get something done for $2,000 if that's all I raise. But I have 26 more days. So they have a thing that people do on Kickstarter called stretch goals. You know, you tell people, okay, we raised our $2,000, so we're definitely going to get that. But if we want this location, if we want this camera, if we want to take it up a notch, make it a little better,
right?
This is what we need. So I'm just trying to be clear about that. It's sort of general now, but we're definitely still, even though we reached the $2,000 goal, the rewards are still in play. You know, maybe I'll add a different reward in there to spice it up a little bit. I don't know, but I need to. We're definitely still fundraising, and we definitely still need more money. And if people want to get involved in producing a movie and getting their name on the credits and getting some rewards on top of that, we're still accepting the contributions to make that happen until September 18th, I believe.
Yeah, September 18th at 1:05 Eastern Time.
Right.
For our listeners, if you'd like to contribute and get a great perk, but also in the end see a great movie, go to Kickstarter.com/the speech, or just go to Kickstarter.com and write in the speech. It comes right up. And just so you know that for a pledge of $5 or more, you get a thank you and the credits at the end of the film, and receive updates on the process of production and post-production, etc. And just so you're aware, Brian, most
there's
people...
a lot, but there's a lot bigger rewards as you go up.
Oh, yeah, but I was just giving an example. Yeah.
Right.
For $10, you get the above mentioned and access to a private Vimeo link to see the finished product.
Well,
there's a $25.
We don't have to read them all, but there's definitely
there's a $25.
There's the MP3 of the song, which is another thing. I'm getting into production of the song that I wrote, and I'm not. It's not being very. I'm talking to different people, so depending on how much money we raise is how good the song's going to be. So we're working on all that. We're putting this all together. It's independent filmmaking. We're on the run. We're trying to make it happen. I'm not sitting here with, basically I have no money to my name. I haven't worked in a long time, and I'm trying to get back on my feet. And fortunately, you know, I'm very thankful that I have these people who hopefully, you know, we have a common relationship in that I worked for years, and we had, you know, this fan/actor relationship where, especially with a show like Port Charles, was almost very intimate. That people came to me when I was doing Rafe and talked about how it was kind of deep, but it was like right after 9/11, and I had people come to me, and during the first kind of Christmas story there that I did called Miracles Happen, people were just writing to me saying, oh my God, I've been so depressed, and I just turned on the TV one day and I saw this character, and you were this angel, and there was all this light, and you really just lifted my spirits. And then through that
That's a great story.
That's pretty much almost every letter I ever got was some anecdote about how somebody was going through a hard time, and this character really helped them get through it. It was never, oh my God, you're so hot. Oh my God, you look great with that shirt on. Oh my God, it never felt like that, like soap hunk kind of weird thing. It always was like people coming to me saying, you know, it was as if I was in some sort of daytime TV way. I was fortunate enough to do my little version of It's a Wonderful Life and have some effect on people's lives in that way. So it was very special. And now, you know, through Facebook, I've let people in on my life, and sometimes more than I should have. And you know, and they've been there for me, and I've been there for them, and I feel like a little bit by the initial $2,000 goal coming in so quickly, I felt a little bit like George Bailey at the end of It's a Wonderful Life, where everybody was
right.
showing up with the money, saying, "Here, yeah, you're really an okay guy. We really like you." And I was like, "Oh my God, you're kidding me!" And after the first day, we made 1,000, and the guy who's co-directing this, me, Garrett Robinson, he was like, "Well, are you kidding me? Are you going to make 2,000 in 2 days?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so, dude. The second day, it's going to slow down. It's still going to take a while." And then by the end of the second day, we had the full $2,000, and I was just like, "Oh, I don't know what to do now." So the point, so now it sort of died. It sort of died off. The contributions have died off a little because we did $1,000 a day for the first 2 days. Then now the excitement of it's gone. Like, oh, they made their goal. Okay, they're okay. But I'm just here to say we're not necessarily 100% okay, and we're definitely still accepting contributions, and we want to push it further. I want to make a video hopefully in the next week or so to thank everybody and maybe make our goals a little clearer, but they have a lot to do with location and camera equipment and the production of the song that for the movie, which I love movies with music and original music, so that's kind of like, you know, my little stamp on it.
Well, you also made that video with George Jones and his daughter Georgette, and I'll tell you, that had me in tears. That had me in tears. It was so awesome. Beautiful. Thank you. I've done quite a few of the independent music videos, just indie, guerrilla style, on my own. I directed, I shot it, I edited it. I didn't really have a crew for the most part. I had a couple people helping me out with that one, holding lights here and there and helping out a little, but for the most part it was very quiet production. It's not like Hollywood where you know we basically walked wherever we want and just shot wherever we want. Nobody's asking for permits. You just do it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of fun. I like that innocence. Sometimes I don't like being in Hollywood where everything has to be so by the book. And then I just found out, I didn't know until recently. Last week I was doing an interview about this project, about this film, and it was so much in Nashville, and they were like, "Weren't you involved in Georgette Jones video?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I directed it and I shot it and I edited it." And they're like, "Oh, you did?" I didn't know. They were like, "You know, people are talking about it." And I'm like, "What do you mean people are talking about it? I did it over 3 years ago." But since George died, you know, rest in peace, apparently the video, I wasn't keeping track of the plays because the main copy of the video isn't on my YouTube. It's gone up to like 650,000 plays. Yep. And everyone's watching it. I wasn't even aware of that. So that was kind of like daunting and yet exciting to hear that, you know, that many people were seeing the work, and I'm happy for, you know, Georgette that she has that memory, that, you know, they have that video together, and it's really sweet. It's a great testament. When it first came out, it came out right around Father's Day, and it's, you know, it's the way it kind of makes you feel, and that no matter how much time passes, that maybe there's still time to kind of get together in the end and make everything okay. Yeah, it was really, I swear to you, I was crying watching that. It was just so beautiful. How did you end up getting to work with both of them? Friends with Georgette's lawyer. Oh, okay. Who was familiar with my video work, and we were, so he basically, you know, he helped get me the job. And that's awesome. That's something that you'll never forget. I was living in Nashville for a while. So. Yeah, that's something you'll never forget, and you like you said, you made a nice memento for his daughter, and not only just for his daughter, but also for all of his fans. Yep. Right. Yeah, like I didn't even really think at the time. I don't know, like I just, you know, you see someone like that and you just don't even. I'm not a big fan of dying. So, no. So I'm not hanging out with George Jones going, he's going to probably die soon, and
God, everybody's gonna see this video, because I wasn't even thinking about that. I just wanted to be there and create like an intimate moment between them and capture it on film and just see if we can make something special. And it's a little edgy my style is a little edgy.